I've got Sunday Dawn from the Helpful Home with the Tiny Tidy Tuesdays, and I've got Jen with the 50 a Day Mega Declutter Challenge, and I'm like, might as well put them together, right? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple. Today I am in my basement, and it is Tuesday, so that means it's time for another Tiny Tidy. But I also have been doing the Mega May 50 a Day Declutter Challenge that's hosted by Jen from Happily Organized Chaos. I thought, well, I'm just going to see if I can tidy up something and find my 150 items doing that. I do actually already have some things that I have gathered around the house. I'm going to see if I can find some things down here in the basement. And when you get done watching my video, be sure you click on that playlist so you can watch all the other Tiny Tidies. I'll have a link in the description box below, and thank you to Sunday Dawn from the Helpful Home for hosting Tiny Tidy Tuesdays. So, let me know in the comments and click on that playlist, but not until after we're done with my video, because, you know, if you click off, you won't see my video, right? Now let's get busy because we've got some tiny tidying to do, and we need to find at least 150 items for our Mega May 50 a Day Declutter Challenge. So come on, let's get to it. Hang around till the end so you can hear the poem. I do need to go through all of this stuff, but I'm going to go for the quick, easy win first and just move these bins out of here because these are our Halloween and Easter bins. And I can put these over in the section of the basement that has our Christmas bins in them. I do want to go through all of our holiday decorations again, but I like to do that closer to the holiday. And so I'm not going to go through them now, so there probably won't be any decluttering involved in it, but I can clear up some floor space so it'll be easier to work in this area. This is where I put the Halloween and Easter bins for the moment, and when it gets closer to the holidays, I will go through this stuff and maybe I can get rid of a few more things so we will have less bins to store in the basement. This is what the room looks like now, just from getting the 2 stacks of bins out of the room. It makes it have more room to work in and to be able to pull things out of the bins and go through them. But I also noticed that I have some empty shelves over here in these shelving units. So I was thinking I might wipe these down and see if there's anything real quickly that I know I can let go of in these shelves, but also I could do a little consolidating onto those shelves, maybe even clear off a 3rd shelf here. And then when I go getting into these bins, or even this stuff over here, when I start going through things, anything that I'm going to keep or that I'm not sure of yet, I could just move it over into the empty shelves. And anything that I know I'm getting rid of, obviously I can put it in a basket to get rid of. This pretty tin was on the shelf, and I opened it up, and it had a bunch of sewing things in it. And I don't think I need to keep any of this. I mean, this hasn't even been opened, but somebody could put that to use. A bunch of straight pins, or safety pins, and some thread and things. I don't need all that. I pulled out the 3 things that I do want to keep. I'm going to find something to put this stuff in, and I'm going to keep the container, but all the rest of this can go. This box is full of old magazines from when I used to do miniatures. I don't need these anymore, so I'm going to get rid of all of this. I didn't even know I still had them. I don't need this anymore, or these plastic things. I guess you could make the stencils out of it. I never did use any of it, so I just let all of that go too. I have a book about quilts. I don't need that. And embroidery. I love doing handwork, but I'm not going to be needlework. I'm not going to be doing any of that anymore. I don't need this one or this one. And I'm not going to be doing any crocheting. And I don't know what this one is, but I'm pretty sure I probably don't need that either. So I'll look and see. Nope, I don't need this anymore either. It's just a bunch of stencils and patterns. I'm not going to be doing that. So all of this can go as well. Now my goal was not to declutter my books. My goal was just to tidy up these shelves a little bit and consolidate things a little bit and try to clear off some shelf space so that as I continue decluttering in this room, I'll have a place to put the items that I am wanting to keep or possibly keep. So I think this is pretty good. I got everything cleared off, got things consolidated. I do still have things to go through on the top, and I have this whole shelving unit to go through over here. I didn't even touch that one. And this box, it has a lot of little things in it, so I'm going to save that for another time. But I did get this box emptied. I found some books to get rid of and some other items. I think that did pretty good. I don't know if it's going to be 150 items, but for now, that is my tiny tidy for this Tuesday. Now let's go see if we got 150 items for my Mega May 50 a day declutter challenge. I didn't count every single item in this pile, but I can tell you that there are at least 150 items. It includes things I gathered from around the main floor, like this packaging, a couple old toothbrushes, that little game, some Christmas tags, some hair elastics, some footies. That quilt is one that I had started making years ago, but I didn't finish it, so I'm going to pass that on. Maybe somebody will want to finish it. And it also includes items that I found while I was in the basement decluttering. I found my paper doll clothes. I already got rid of my paper dolls. These are from when I was a little girl, but I couldn't find the clothes. Well, I found them. So now I'm going to get rid of those as well. I'm going to pass them on. Some magazines from when I used to do miniatures. Some books. Have some. This one's pretty cool. It is a Dickens book, and the pages fold out in it so that you can see a lot of information. See, I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of all folds out. So it's pretty cool. It's different. It gives a lot of information on each of his, or a lot of his stories. And then I had this vintage ABC picture book. I had 2 copies of that book, 3 copies of that book, and a couple of recipe books. So I'm going to let go of that stuff. And then I had this binder, and I emptied it all out. And so I have this big stack of papers from there, plus a bunch of cards and some more papers that I'm letting go of. That's for the shred or the recycle bin. And some other little things here. And I actually painted that a long time ago. I don't know if you can tell it, that this thing here. The little roses fell off, but I painted that on there. Used to decorate with Victorian looking stuff. So I think it was 1986 I did that. And this is all just some pins that don't work, a whole bunch of safety pins. I don't need those. And a stack of craft books. So all of that is leaving. And that is my conclusion for the Mega May 50 a day, the last 3 days of that declutter challenge. And thank you to Jen from Happily Organized Chaos for hosting that and for asking me and Amanda Jane from Mind Your Matters to do it along with you. And thank you to Sunday Dawn from The Helpful Home for hosting the Tiny Tidy Tuesdays. Be sure you check out the playlist below so you can see the other Tiny Tidies. And leave me a comment and let me know if you decluttered anything along with me or if you tidied something up along with me. I'd love to hear what you did. And meanwhile, happy decluttering!
All these little things I'm finding hidden in plain sight. Some of them I can let go of, some I hold on tight. A treasure trove of memories, reminders of the past. the dusty dreams of yesteryear I thought would always last. And yet today I'm letting go and seeing things anew. I wonder why I kept it all. What was I clinging to? I ponder all the reasons, try to understand the whys. Was it choice or just because? Or something otherwise? But in the end it matters not, the answers nor the reasons. Life is full of letting go and changing with the seasons.